Nigeria firmly guarantees religious liberty, President Tinubu assures global community. ECOWAS evaluates regional integration, identifies single currency as key ingredient. And Benue and Enugu police commands strengthen ties to combat interstate crimes. Hello and welcome to the News at 3 on NTA News24, live from Abuja. I am your carrier, Clinton. President Bola Tinubu says the current administration has maintained an open and active engagement with Christian and Muslim leaders alike and continues to address security challenges which affect citizens across faiths and regions. The president, in a statement, questions the characterization of Nigeria as religiously intolerant, stating that it does not reflect the national reality, nor does it take into consideration the consistent and sincere efforts of the government to safeguard freedom of religion and beliefs for all Nigerians. He says religious freedom and tolerance have been a core tenet of the collective identity and shall always remain so. Nigeria opposes religious persecution and does not encourage it. Nigeria is a country with constitutional guarantees to protect citizens of all faiths, and the administration, he adds, is committed to working with the United States government and the international community to deepen understanding and cooperation on protection of communities of all faiths. A stronger political community and improved economic base will help ECOWAS and other regional blocs in Africa to transit quickly from government-centered institutions to one that put the people first. At the Second Continental African Public Square in Abuja, the need for the actualization of the single currency objective of ECOWAS was identified as one of the key ingredients needed to achieve the goal of regional integration. Kelvin Ebonwai reports.
A brainchild of the African Leadership Center and the Amandla Institute and partners, the Continental African Public Square is designed to bring scholars and governmental bodies together to advance the cause of continental integration using the various regional institutions as building blocks. This year, the focus is on ECOWAS at 50, especially how to transform one of the pace setters of regional integration in Africa into a truly ECOWAS of the people. At the heart of that aspiration is the lingering single currency debate, insecurity, and the changing political landscape in the sub-region.
I've argued that ECOWAS was created as an economic integration body. So why is it delving into politics and others' internal affairs? That argument ignores history. You know, in that at the height of the Cold War, with ideological differences and then proxy influences on the continent, it was practically impossible, you know, to create an organization based on common political values, you know, like democracy and others. So it was the epoch that determined the character of ECOWAS. That was the first period.
And on such critical matters as the ECOWAS single currency, its promised launch had become an endless wait as the target date kept being shifted on account of various technicalities.
A flexible model of operation that can incorporate the Sahelian bloc of Burkina Faso, Niger, and Mali to continue to be part of ECOWAS as AES partners while maintaining their distinct identity was canvassed at the conference. In Abuja, Kelvin Ebonwai, NTA News.
The Benue and Enugu commands of the Nigeria Police Force have resolved to strengthen inter-command operational ties to effectively combat interstate crimes. A statement jointly signed by the commands indicates that the Commissioner of Police, Benue State Command, Emenare Innocent, and his Enugu State counterpart, Maman Giwa, emphasized this during a strategic operational meeting to address emerging security challenges affecting both states. During the interface in Benue State, the Commissioner has identified the infiltration of criminal elements and their connivance with unscrupulous elements within border communities as major enablers of interstate crimes. Consequently, the resolve to enhance interstate crime fighting synergy through improved intelligence sharing, coordinated operations, and joint deployment of resources to combat violent crimes across border communities. Still on security, crack detectives and smart operatives of the State Criminal Investigation Department, SCID, Banti Lagos State Police Command, have arrested one Adedayo Ben Adigbola, identified by some of the victims as a driver whose picture appeared in viral online posts in connection with multiple cases of rape, defilement occasioning harms, and multiple armed robberies on female passengers in some parts of the state. A statement by the Command's Police Public Relations Officer, SP Abimbola Adebisi, states that following the directives from the Commissioner of Police, Lagos State Command, Olaudare Jimo, the crack detectives and smart operatives of the State Criminal Investigation Department commenced a detailed and discreet investigation into the complaint from victims of the dastardly acts of the suspect. The painstaking investigation by the police joint investigation teams resulted in the arrest of this vicious and very notorious suspect. The operational vehicle being used by the suspect, a red-color Toyota Corolla, was recovered from his possession. The suspect is currently in police detention. Investigation is being intensified to arrest other suspects who are alleged to have been involved in the commission of the crimes. Driven by this vision for global peace, the Nigerian Tulip International Colleges, NTIC, has launched an initiative, the NTIC Model United Nations Conference, a platform designed to engage young people in developing essential skills in communication, consultation, and cooperation, nurturing them to become true advocates of peace. Oluseyi Adiagbo reports on the inaugural edition of the conference held in Abuja with the theme, The Role of the Youth in Sustaining Global Peace.
The United Nations, as the world's most universal intergovernmental organization, continues to play a vital role in maintaining global peace and in protecting and promoting human rights. In the same spirit, the NTIC is using its Model United Nations initiative to stimulate the workings of the UN, building the capacity of young people to contribute meaningfully to global peace whenever and wherever they have the opportunity. The gathering brought together students from NTIC's secondary schools across Nigeria to Abuja in what diplomats and other invited guests have described as a laudable and timely initiative.
I'm sure this is going to go a long way in their academic careers, and they'll be much more equipped after going through this exercise to handle things in reality.
This is my first time of seeing this kind of initiative whereby diplomacy is brought to the foot of children.
Over the course of 3 days, the students served as delegates representing UN member nations and participating in a range of activities, including a diplomatic dinner reflecting the spirit of the United Nations.
Because peace is not passive. Peace is protest and patience, forgiveness and fire.
Despite the sex, despite the religion, despite the color of the skin, the world needs you, and I believe you guys are going to make it.
With the maiden edition already showing remarkable impact, the NTIC has expressed commitment to sustaining and expanding the program to make it even more inclusive in subsequent years.
And what I was expecting about peace, actually, I know that peace is more than just a word. It's a life-giving thing.
We know this is not going to solve the problems in the world, but this is a modest, actually, step of NTIC to cultivate its students, to contribute in our own capacity to the future peace. And we are going to continue the program in the second year, next year, by inviting the students from other schools as well.
The key message behind the conference remains clear. Peace is not bought, but built. The NTIC Model United Nations Conference 2025 reflects the voice and vision of young people who believe that through dialogue and cooperation, a peaceful world is possible. In Abuja, Oluseyi Adiagbo, NTA News.
The federal government and key stakeholders at the state and regional level have converged for a symposium to discuss, share knowledge, and reach a consensus on the implementation of the 1992 Nigerian Urban Renewal and Planning Law, with a view to using this law to achieve sustainable economic growth and development of Nigeria. This was at the instance of the Nigeria Institute of Town Planners, which believes that it is critical that all provisions of this law are strictly adhered to and implemented for the overall good of institutions, national growth and prosperity of the country.
Full implementation of this law will reduce haphazard development within the cities and even within the rural areas. It will also reduce the slums that are upcoming. You know, most of the rural people, they live in slums. Some of them, the lower poor people, as you said, they live in slums. With this law, it will encourage that the slum has been upgraded and identify the slums and ensure that they are put in place.
Today's event was the climax of all the advocacy by the Nigerian Institute of Town Planners to have this law fully implemented at all the 3 tiers of government.
This is the news desk at 3 on NTA News24. More stories when we return.
Furniture's legendary final sale of the year is here. This festive season, enjoy extra savings on luxury and comfortable sofa sets, modern and functional dining sets, sophisticated and smart bed sets, and our royal collections. Classy, premium, and truly exclusive. Shop 10 million naira and receive a complimentary Daisy tea set. Spend 15 million and take home a 65-inch smart TV. Go higher at 20 million and experience unmatched comfort with our exclusive massage chair. Visit our showrooms in Abuja, Lagos, Kano, and Enugu, or shop online. It's big, it's bold, it's unforgettable. It's Baffy Furniture's legendary final sale of the year.
And the National Productivity Order of Merit Award goes to... Tomato paste manufacturer to win the National Productivity Order of Merit Award by the Federal Government of Nigeria, endorsed by the Association of Private Medical Practitioners of Nigeria. This is an evidence of 100% natural goodness, great quality and great taste. So eat healthy to live longer. Use Arisco tomato paste and products. 100% natural tomato. Better food now. Buy now and enjoy up to 20% discount.
Feel the power of precision, engineered to perfection. Every component is crafted with care, and each design is meticulously tested. From concept to creation, our engineers push the boundaries of technology, seamlessly blending performance and sustainability with a deep commitment to African ingenuity. Introducing the CNG Boss, a remarkable achievement in engineering designed to operate on compressed natural gas, a cleaner and more sustainable fuel alternative. At Innocent Vehicles, we proudly lead the way in creating greener mobility across Africa. And it doesn't stop there. From SUVs to sedans, spacious buses to electric cars, Innocent offers a wide range of models designed to meet every need. Innocent Vehicle, the pride of African Road.
This is NTA News24.
Glad to know you're still there. The growing challenge of infertility in Nigeria, especially in the northeast, will soon be a thing of the past as a result of the new training programs championed by the Northeast Development Commission, NEDC, the Institute of Medical Sciences Africa, and NICE Medical Group. Thomas Ogbetere reports that this collaboration is bringing hope to couples struggling to conceive.
Infertility remains a major challenge in Nigeria, especially in the northeast, where limited healthcare and cultural beliefs exacerbate the problem. However, The graduation of trainees, including Dr. Aisha Ismaila Newman, signals a new hope in the fight against infertility.
The problem is not only from the female, but also from the male. Therefore, all this cultural, religious problem we are having because of infertility, the distress, emotional, financial problem associated with it will be solved with this.
The MD of the Northeast Development Commission, Mohammed Al-Khali, and other experts said the new trainings by IMSA marks the end of silent suffering from infertility and bring hope to thousands of couples seeking children.
This is just one aspect. We're also looking at other areas like providing critical infrastructures. Now, for instance, we're trying to see how we'll provide enough number of MRI machines across the Northeast.
To work with the Northeast Development Commission as well as the University of Maiduguri Teaching Hospital to bring in vitro fertilization technology for solving fertility issues of all types.
The quality of training we give here is of the highest standard, comparable with any you can find anywhere outside the world.
There is a belief that as Dr. Aisha Ismaila Newman and her colleagues continue their work, Nigeria is moving closer to a future where no one is expected to suffer from any form of infertility. In Abuja, Thomas Ogbetere, NTA News.
The senior pastor of the First Baptist Church, Garki, Abuja, Reverend Tom Takwatori, says God inhabits in the praises of his people, emphasizing that a heart of thanksgiving is a true expression of faith that sustains God's blessings and grace. This formed the core of Reverend Takwatori's message as the church celebrates its 2025 annual Thanksgiving service. Oluseyi Adiagbo reports.
As the year 2025 winds down, Thanksgiving and gratitude continues to dominate church services across the country, offering Christians an opportunity to reflect on God's faithfulness and provisions throughout the year. At the First Baptist Church, Garki, Abuja, members gathered in colorful attire to celebrate the annual Thanksgiving harvest service with joyful songs of praise led by the church choir.
God has remained ever faithful. He's meeting all our needs. He's keeping us in health and in strength. There is no reason on earth, as long as you breathe, you must thank the Lord. It doesn't matter the economic situation.
We need to learn to realize that there is no society that's without problems. When we realize that no society is without problems, we learn to be grateful for the blessings we have in between the problems. Challenges will be there, but God has been helping us as a nation. God has been helping us as individuals.
The senior pastor, Reverend Tom Takwatori, admonished worshippers not to be discouraged by the challenges around them, but to hold firmly to their faith in God, assuring them that their testimonies are certain.
Faith not in the troubles one is going through, faith in the goodness of God, faith in that which God has planned. And God is so mighty that in any and every situation, He has the capacity, He has the ability, He has the love for His children, that He works things out together for their good.
Readings from the scriptures and special ministrations by various groups ushered the church into an intense praise, reaffirming that indeed God is worthy to be praised and adored. In Abuja, Oluseyi Adiagbo, NTA News.
From the lush lands of Akwa Ibom to the proud heritage of Edo, love built a bridge that united Cynthia and Michael in holy matrimony at the Redeemed Christian Church of God, Mission Provincial Parish, Karu, Abuja. The ceremony was a colorful blend of faith as families and friends gathered to celebrate the union. Dennis Temple was there and now reports.
They say knows no boundaries, no distance, no tribe, and no language. This timeless truth found expression as Cynthia and Michael exchanged vows before God and man.
With this Holy Bible, which is the word of God, I marry you. I, Sister Cynthia, as from today.
nostalgic traditions of Akwa Ibom State, where Cynthia's heart was nurtured, to the proud heritage of Edo, where Michael's spirit was molded by strength and honor. The two wars made not to compete, but to complement each other.
In our culture, in Ora, where we come from, if you are able to marry a stranger from a long distance, you are a conqueror.
At this point now, we're handing her over to our family, so she should love them the way she loves us. She should respect them the way she respects us.
Anywhere your son finds a wife, leave him, let him go and marry. From there, don't choose for him.
So today, I give God all the glory for making it possible for me to witness a day like this.
The presiding pastor reminded the couple that marriage is a divine covenant, urging them to build their home on faith, trust, and understanding, just as Christ built the church upon the rock.
Because the marriage is built on the rock, which is Jesus. And for that very fact, they should be able to work together if they are both spiritually inclined.
God will continue to be with her in her home. God will bless her. God will keep her and her husband. And her home will remain sweet.
And God has brought my heart desire to my bosom. And I thank the Lord for perfecting what he has started, and we know God will always be with us
and continue to hold us in his right hand of righteousness. So I'm happy, I'm very, very happy, very excited.
Oh, she's a good girl. She's welcoming, she's very friendly. All those qualities we are good with.
Cynthia and Michael took to the dance floor, cheered on by guests in admiration and delight, a reflection of love that conquers every boundary.
That is Jesus Christ.
In Abuja, Dennis Temple, NTA News.
This is the news desk at 3 on NTA News24. Here's a recap of our top stories. Nigeria firmly guarantees religious liberty, President Tinubu assures global community. ECOWAS evaluates regional integration, identifies single currency as key ingredient. Benue and Enugu police commands strengthen ties to combat interstate crimes.
This is NTA News24.
The Sports Writers Association of Nigeria has celebrated 6 decades of sports journalism excellence with a colorful ceremony to honor those who have demonstrated commitment and passion as a unifying voice of Nigerian sports. Dennis Adegunoye reports that those who have excelled in other fields of endeavor were also honored.
This Diamond Jubilee celebration of the Sports Writers Association of Nigeria with the theme, The Power of Sports Media, honoring its legacy, shaping the future, lay emphasis on recognizing and awarding individuals who have made significant contributions to sports development in Nigeria.
Either as sports journalists, as athletes, as coaches, as administrators, or as institutions, we felt we need to tell this group of people, thank you for all you have done.
The work they do helps to refine our sports.
I don't see them as what? I see them as a debt. So we are collecting a debt from Swan, and the only way we can repay this debt is keep doing what we are doing, to keep doing better.
Sport is the heart of the unity of our country.
This is not just a commemoration of longevity, but also a reaffirmation of purpose, reminding Nigerians that sports journalism is not just about reporting results, but also about building bridges between athletes and fans, between policy and performance, and between generations of Nigerians inspired by the power of sport.
I want to really dedicate the award to the Executive Governor of Kwara State, Malam Abdurrahman Abdurazak, for the giant strides he has taken to develop sports in Kwara State since he came into office. My dedication will also go to my family, NTA that gave me the platform to showcase my talent, and of course my fans across the globe
who watched me when I was, in office, transmitting sports from different parts of the world. I want to thank the Swan too for this recognition. Congratulations to Swan. They've done well. I mean, hopefully we'll live to see them climb the 70th step, 80th, so on and so forth. But having been singled out among, colleagues to be awarded today, I think it goes a long way.
There was also a special mention for the pioneers of Swan and the legacy they have left, as well as the courage of members and the promise of a more impactful future for sports journalism in Nigeria. In Abuja, Dennis Adegunloye, NTA News.
No fewer than 400 groundnut farmers in Kano State have benefited from the federal government's Special Agro-Industrial Processing Zones program during the Farmers' Field Day held in Bebeji local government area. The event, which aligns with President Bola Tinubu's Renewed Hope agenda to boost agriculture and ensure food security, brought together farmers, agricultural experts and government representatives to showcase the impact of improved seed varieties, fertilizers and modern farming practices that have significantly increased groundnut yields in the state. Owal Salisu has the details.
The field day served as a platform for hands-on learning, peer exchange and technology adoption, while also creating new market opportunities for participants. Mariam Dankaka is one of 400 groundnut farmers in Bebeji local government area of Kano State, trained in good agronomic practices such as proper site selection, land preparation, spacing and pest control, all aimed at improving yield and promoting sustainability.
SAPZ first give us a knowledge. That knowledge they gave us is to enhance our farming activities. They gave us the knowledge in order to enhance our farming activities.
The initiative is part of a broader effort to empower smallholder farmers and strengthen food security across the state.
We advise the farmer to sow 1 to 2 seeds per hole. That will give the maximum yield plant population of 20 to 25,000 plant population.
Through the SPSZ project, we can collaborate and showcase a lot of technologies, not just the varieties of different values, of different traits, also with value addition.
Through programs like this, the federal government continues to support farmers like Mariam, enhance rural livelihoods, and build a more resilient agricultural sector in Nigeria. In Kano, Awal Salisu, NTA News.
That's the news desk at 3 on NTA News 24. Thanks for watching. I'm Ikaria Clinton.